today I'll be making an overview of the must-have tips for the Casio FX-991ES Plus C. Most of these tricks work on the normal Casio 991ES, but they especially work on this model. So the very first tip I'll show you is very essential. So essentially allows you to solve any equation with one variable. So in order to do that, you have to take your calculator, press mode setup, and make sure it's on 1. Now, you're going to take the alpha key, and then you go over here where you see the bracket, and underneath it, there is an X. So you go where the X is, and then it's like that, X. This is the variable. So let's say X plus 3, and then you press alpha again, so alpha, and then you press calc, which is actually equals, the red, equals 6. Then you click shift and then solve. It says solve for X. Click it, gives you 3. Now you can do more complicated equations with this, like even quadratics. Even though it won't give you both solutions, it'll still give you one solution for the equation. So here we see -2. So this is one way to solve equations on tests, and this is very effective for school. The next step I'll give you is substitution. So say you have a factoring test and you want to make sure that both sides are equal. Let's say 3x plus 6 is one side, and then the other side is 3 open bracket x plus 2. Whoops. 3 open bracket x plus 2. You want to see if the two sides are equal. So we press calc, pick a random number like 63, press enter. You see 195 here. You want to make sure that the next time you press enter, you get 195 also. This means that they're equal. So let's say we had a plus 3 here, we do calc, press enter, 195, 198, doesn't work. So basically this is how you use the calc function, which substitutes. You can use this to see if your inequalities are right, and see if left side equals right side. Pretty much how it works. The next step I'll show you would be table. Now this is very nice for graphing. It essentially makes a table of values for you. So here we have f at x equals 0. Say you want to graph a quadratic equation. You write f at x equals x squared. G at x is another graph, so you can do two graphs at once, or you can choose to show transformations, but let's just keep this blank. Start, so this is your domain, so let's say we're going from 5 to 5, step 1. And here we have our graph. X and the y points. If we had g at x, we'd also have a g at x over here. So this is table. The next cool step will be back over here at comp. This is a time function, so it allows you to check time. So all of these is like seconds, minutes, and hours. So let's do this. Plus, and now let's say one more hour, 23 minutes, and now let's do 56 seconds. You'll see once you add this, since this is 61, it actually goes up by 1. So I can confirm that this is actually time, and this is not something else. So this is what you can do to add time very quickly. Now, another thing is if you have a test on base conversions, you can press setup for. And here we have the different base, so you can type in your base in dec, which is decimal. And then you go over here on the blue, and you can switch between decimal to hex to binary and also octal. So that allows you for very quick conversions. Another thing, if you go to complex, you get to choose I. You get to use I. I is very useful on tests if you're dealing with complex numbers, and it even lets you do I squared. And you can type I by looking at the ENG button over here. ENG has a small I over it. So here we can see I squared is equal to -1. So yeah, this is just a quick overview of some very cool tips for your Casio FX-991ES Plus. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.